All right, welcome back to Evolution 2017, coming to you live from the Mandalay Bay here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You know, the finals day venue is already being prepared. I just saw a tweet from Mr. Wizard, one of the guys who runs EVO, that they are already working on that. So expect finals day to be quite the event.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know last year they were there like the whole weekend prepping away, and yeah, the venue was beautiful. It was an amazing place.
Alrighty, Chris Tatarian from Southern California, one of the best players that we have certainly in Southern California and in North America as well. One of the best Ken players as well. Let's see. His opponent is Gameto Hito from Japan, who plays Dalsum. That's a matchup that Chris did not like at the start of Street Fighter V. I believe he doesn't feel the same way about it now, but even still, Dalsum is a threat. It's not an easy matchup against Ken, but he certainly has tools, and if you're not prepared, you can get run over. But Chris gets to play against one of the strongest Dalsums in the country pretty regularly.
Commander Jesse.
And Commander Jesse, who unfortunately couldn't be here this weekend. You know, he certainly has characteristics.
Shout out to Jesse if you're watching this at home. We miss you. But again, look, no one is safe. If we have Smug and Bonsan users in round one,
that's already a sign that Chris knows exactly what's going on. Gameto Hito tried to get the little reset, and Chris knew exactly how to deal with it. Look at this, ready on the punishes. Okay, but so is Gameto Hito.
But look at that, wake up and going right in under the fireball.
Looking good at Chris. So, you know, Gameto Hito is trying things out. No problem. The first round didn't go well. So, one of the big problems was that he tried out some fires in times that were not safe. That maybe other people not ready for them would have just accepted, but Chris is clearly ready. So coming into this next round, as the Dalsum player, you have to do things a little bit different.
One of the key things for fighting Dalsum is fireball, and what a punish! Dashing up and just going for the EX Tatsu like that.
Hey, but that was a nice punish on the overlay, which is now unsafe.
That's right. Just changed. Now you see Chris trying to find his way in right now, but trying to be very patient about it.
That's perfect for fireballs.
You see Gameto Hito was adapting with that standing heavy punch. He will go under fireballs. He'll try to whiff punish that, but a little too slow for Chris.
Not there in time. The one time Gameto Hito tried the fire, he got busted for it, and now into the corner, and all this is snowballing.
Oh, try to back
it worked! Chris got lucky, but he'll take it!
The backdash from Gameto Hito actually dodged the throw, but you know what? Chris was actually ready for it. He whiffed the throw and immediately came out with a crouching button. He caught Gameto Hito right away. Gameto Hito from Japan.
Fight!
Wow, starting with the Tatsu, I believe that's what it was. And it was a trade, and Chris got the knockdown, and there was the whip punch off of the standing heavy punch. He baited him.
Ready he is.
Yeah, he baited him with a lot of the fireballs. Remember, the standing heavy punch went under last time, so now he's trying to fake it so he can whip punish.
He just tried to get it too early. Here's Gameto Hito. He did have meter actually. He did center there.
Alright. He's got a life lead now, so he's just going to keep trying to play this game. Keep Chris out as much as possible. Oh, there we go. He's doing a much better job of this game right now.
Oh, what an interesting anti-air. Down Pierce to get it in the last possible second. A little bit of a punish there. Chris taking a reasonable risk. Now cannot get hit at all. Love the evasion, but no punish. Oh, what did you get? Are you serious? Wow. Here comes Ken. And shut down.
With that wake-up light punch, crouching light punch again. Wake-up button can be very, very effective. In Street Fighter V, there's so much variance in the wake-up timing because you can switch between two different wake-ups. You're in a back roll and a quick ride. It's hard to time your meaties properly. But again, the evasion from Gameto Hito, and he gets a stun. So a great first game for Chris, but now everything is going the complete opposite direction.
Close to a perfect. Oh, okay. Now Chris is maybe 3 hits away from doing it.
Oh my God, he's
took a risk, but why not at this point? Yeah. Why not? Wants to block so badly, it was too far.
But again, chasing him out of the air.
It's still there. The fire's still there. Chris, maybe one more now.
Oh, he's trying to.
He went in again. Chris, how far can he get?
Okay, no, he's gonna be drained down to no health, but that can't kill. He's just gonna soak the fire.
He ran in. And I wonder if he thought that was going to be regular fire with the arc on it, but EX goes straight forward, and that's, wow, a close escape.
But that's
for Gameto
actually,
Hito.
that's good for Chris, though, because Gameto Hito looked like he was just dominating that second game. And so if he had lost that, Chris, especially if he has wind of Smug and Bonchan, might start getting nervous. But having that potential comeback right there, I feel like would help him a lot. Although Chris did say, please go to character select. I don't think there's going to be a character change, but
yeah,
I believe he's just going to be taking the time to think about it. But again, I've said this before, EVO, no one can say.
Nope.
I feel like by trimming down from 5,000 to 2,500 players this year, Street Fighter V has really kind of trimmed the fat, and like everybody is like really, really good.
Although, hey, if you went last year but not this year, you're welcome back. It's all good.
Round one. Fight.
Chris, yeah, it did take a little bit of time. I like that, and you know he can be quite a meditative scout guy, and that's a big benefit to him because he can sometimes fall apart a little bit mentally. But if he's on top of the game, I feel he's super good. Right now, you can see it. Look at this. Yes, exactly at the right moment, Chris, to seal the deal.
And you know what?
Not quite though.
There is something to be said about like superstitions of players and stuff like that, but you know, the one change Chris was making between those games was a color change. Maybe he wasn't using the color that he wanted originally. How's the blue cat now? Oh, nice. Got under, but
didn't work. But I like the dash under.
Yeah, it's supposed to be crouching medium punch stand, light kick into uppercut. He just missed time. Oh, God. And I love that uppercut. Yeah, and he's going to confirm the crush counter.
Remember, he saw wake up on this before. He blew it up now.
Yep.
He gets a hit. He gets stun. He does. He might build super. We'll see what he gets to.
Yeah, he's going to get it.
Yep, he did. That should be Chris.
And that critical art is going to take it. So great recovery from Chris Area after losing game number 2.
What an incredible third game. You know, even as you said, at the end of that second game, it seemed like he figured it out.
Right.
Too late, but he figured it out. And then third game was all him. And wow, yeah, you can see it on Gameto Hito's face, loser's side. That was to get into winners finals of their pool. So still a lot of work ahead for him.
Okay. So yeah, he's still got a lot of ways to go. But I believe I was told that the format here at EVO is going to be 2 out in winners and 2 out in losers in each pool. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But coming up next, we have, it's interesting. No, we are not playing Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Right.
But it is going to be Visant versus Apology Man, 2 players who are, look, Visant, as we mentioned, was Marvel versus Capcom 3 champion in its premiere year.
Yeah.
But Apology Man is actually considered one of the favorites to go really far in its final year.
Well, he's gone deep into EVO for Marvel 3 before.
Oh,
Why not now?
For sure.
Why not now? See how far this is in the pool. This is pool number A320. And this is to get into, well, I guess winner of this will qualify from the pool in winner's side.
Okay.
As what we would have previously said to get into winners finals of the pool. Starting on...
Right, okay.
Not opposite sides of the bracket. Little Evil's on the other side. And you know, I didn't think to mention Apology Man when I was going over the characters either, or the players either. But maybe I should have. I don't know how seriously he's playing the game right now. I've seen him play it in the past. And he, by the way, Marvel 3 is maybe the game he's best known for now. But before that, he was a top player in BlazBlue, and he's a talented guy overall.
Right. However, yeah, so Apology Man plays a bunch of different games. Like I think they entered the Smash U as well.
Right. Yeah, he is one Smash Fortress.
Chun-Li.
Goes with Rashid. That's what I've seen him play. Question is how seriously he's taking the game. We'll see how he does.
Interesting. We saw Visant use Vega earlier, and now he's going with Chun-Li.
Yeah, he goes back and forth between the two. He thought in Season 1 that Vega was just the worst Chun-Li. That was his thought. So he thought, why not just pick Chun-Li? So he did, and he learned the character. But now I think he recognizes that they do have different options.
Right.
Especially with the buffs Vega got.
Round 1.
For
Fight.
Apology Man, the Rashid. Any cool facts about you? I like to microwave my cereal. Also, Sejam is his husbando, and this can't is his own favorite commentator.
Nice. Right, now here comes So basically, Apology Man is going to try to get in and stay in Chun-Li's space. Basically. He wants to keep this pressure going. He's got a lot of corner carry ability on combos and on the block. Nice little mix-up from Hassan, but great, better defense from Apology Man so far.
Using that mixer is so powerful in the mid-range to push the opponent backward even if they block, to blow through buttons. Viscant trying to stay patient as the whirlwind comes. The cross-up was there. Combo, yes. Now Apology Man's where he wanted to be. Out of the corner.
Yeah, that's a back throw. That was a questionable throw because it got Viscant out into the open.
Yeah, now Viscant gets to play with his own space. That could be
that's
huge.
Is he going to go to the critical art or is he going to save it? Oh, he's going for it.
They're not going to kill, I don't think.
It's going to scale down pretty heavily.
Yeah, the deeper into combo you go, the less damage individual hits do. There's a limit to that for supers, but even still, it was quite a bit lower.
Yeah, again, great defense from Apology Man on some of those V-skill and head stomp mix-ups.
Yep.
But
got opened up after all.
After the song landed, just a crouch light punch was going to do it for him.
So in the first round, Viscant was trying to neutral jump and beat spinning mixers. Never actually quite got it, but I like the idea to dissuade Apology Man. That's it. Here, Apology Man in the corner already.
Yep, crouch counter and follow in the corner.
Yes. The read, you expect the opponent to do the reversal, although it didn't really pay off. Nice. Confirms.
Lead him into trying to throw, whiff the throw, and you can punish throw whiffs.
The blocking? Oh, he wanted something. I love the escape from Apology Man, just in case. You know, it's all he needs is that little sandwich to see it through.
Nice whiff punish there from Hassan. He goes for the reset, but again, Apology Man's defense. That's not Marvel defense.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That's the thing.
These guys both know that. The grab. He saw Viscant deal with that whirlwind previously by just blocking it out. Trying to stay patient. So it's now Apology Man goes up and gets the grab.
Fight!
Trying to go in there. Trying to take this last round. Ooh, here we go. Corner combo now.
Oh, go it.
And there was a big call out from Basant. Tried to go with the wake up EX first kick. Apology Man read it. Oh, he mistimed that.
Bummer. Now it's
timed that.
potentially a huge change, but right back into the swing of things with Apology Man. Get the trigger going. Here's the whirlwind now. How does Viscant deal with it? Not very well.
That's going to do it for that round and that game. Apology Man going to go up 1-0 against Visant.
Rashid wins.
Viscant, whatever.
He's told me it's supposed to be pronounced
I know.
Visant, but nobody pronounces it that way.
I know it's supposed to be.
I'm just trying to respect him. I'm just trying to respect him.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if we can make any adjustments here. No character changes. He's going to stick with Chun-Li.
I think that makes sense. She does have better mid-range options, and she has an invincible get-off-me tool in EX Purge.
Right.
Just deal with Apology Man.
Yeah, but you saw the one time he busted it out, Apology Man was ready for it, blocked it, and had the big punish ready to go.
Yep.
All
All right, so Viscant, no, he screwed it up.
Oh, he drops the combo.
Well,
but
hey, so did Apology Man, so
Yeah.
it's all right.
should have been a big old punish, but Apology Man hitting the wrong button.
So throwing fireballs, as you can see, gets rid of the trigger, but Apology Man with a little panic, with a little approach. There's Viscant escaping.
Yeah, there's that EX bird kick working out for him now.
You see him trying to take up the mid-range. He does not want to let exactly that kind of thing happen. He doesn't want to let buttons through. He doesn't want to let mixers through.
But both of these guys' characters have that off the wall that you've seen them both use to get out of the corner now.
Yep. That extra mobility is very, very helpful.
Ooh, he's going for it, and it's enough! So Visant again taking round number 1, but let's see if he can actually take a round number 2 this time.
I thought he controlled the mid-range a little bit better, at least. Harder to, well, it is hard to do, just in general, against Rashid.
Ooh, didn't cancel the crouching light kick into a lightning strike.
Putting up the wall.
Ooh, okay. Apology Man has seen that setup a bunch of times now, so he said, you know what? I'm just going to wake up with my EX move. He's got his own get-off me move.
Oh, this is a big moment
yeah.
here. This is into the corner. It's setting up whatever he wants.
Look at that big chunk of damage that was done.
Very nice work. Almost stunned. So not only does that get Apology Man away, but it also decreases the stun bar by itself.
And now you got to deal with this tornado. It's
Again, it's the same mix-up.
The very last second he's crossing up.
And he faked going into the corner or onto the wall for the dive. That would not have been safe if blocked, but he was willing to take the bet. Now it's match point Apology Man.
Ooh, interesting start. Just starting with a standing heavy kick. Visant trying to keep Apology Man out, but those fireballs have been not working out for Visant very well at all.
They've been letting Apology Man in. He's seen them and roll through 3 times.
Rush counter setup.
Has trigger, yes, of course. Backs off and gets it going.
I love that Visant dashed up to block it, get it out of play, take it out of the equation.
Fast as possible.
Yep. But Visant definitely dropping some combos now. And he's been dropping combos all match long, unfortunately.
Well, Jay doesn't have the best execution, and he knows it, so he tries to play the other sides of the game. Right now, though, Apology Man's in the corner. If he can find a good hit here, he can seal the deal. He almost has trigger, so close. Blocking anything would give it to him, and so he backs off. Oh, maybe not. Maybe one little bit more. Viscant patient. He wants to wait for the right moment. There it is now. V-trigger and immediately brings it out. Jumping. Oh, that's going to be...
But
what can he do? I don't know.
I like the idea of trying to use the EX bird kick to get... Oh, that's going to be punishable.
Not well. That could have been EX.
Now down to no life. You cannot be chipped to death except by critical arts.
Big moment for both. The hit. Either one can do it with anything. Jab, short.
Watch out for those fireballs again.
Yep, that's exactly what Apology Man was looking for.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't looking. I think Viscant recognized the same thing.
Yes.
That Apology Man was looking to roll through a fireball, was not looking for the dash up low.
Let's go, Visant. I like that little laugh on his face there. And you can see the two players talking to each other. These guys know each other, having a little good laugh.
Yeah.
Fight.
Back here to this neutral game between the two footsies, as we like to lovingly call it.
Yeah, a little back and forth so you can control the mid-range. Both bringing out normals or specials just to try to control things, to try to control the opponent's movement and options. A little bit of a back and forth. Nobody has the advantage yet. Viscant now with the knockdown. He wanted the pogo. No, didn't come.
I think it was the air legs that he was
maybe.
going
Yeah,
for,
you might be right. Yeah.
So now, unfortunately, due to that execution error, oh wow, a crouching heavy punch buffered into buffered into V-trigger, trying to get rid of the tornado.
There's one more hit of it though.
Oh, that was so nice. Here we go, pressured in the corner. This time though, Visant not biting on the throw bait, instead with a crouch light punch, much better option.
He wants to get out so badly.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
That crush counter only on the second hit of Rashid's crouching heavy punch. It's only the second hand that's chopping down. But it connected, and that gives Rashid that follow-up combo, and that's what was enough to take that round.
Viscant seemed like he was playing a little bit more inside than he had been before. Right there, he's got a couple of whiff punishes. Yeah, he's still doing it. So maybe that's the change. Now he's backed off, though. You really have to pay close attention to where the characters are between each other, what the space is like. That dictates a lot of the options.
Spacing is so important.
He wanted to get underneath, and Apology Man got the hit. Oh,
very
big moment.
fortunate, yeah.
He's looking for it.
Oh,
no.
He couldn't make it over the tornado, but fortunately not juggled. So the damage was a little minimal, but here comes Apology Man. Has the corner pressure, gets the throw, lets Visant out, and Visant has all that V-trigger, but it's not going to matter. Because Apology Man gets the jump attack. He's going to take game number 3 and move on.
There you see him with a little smile.
Very emotional player is Apology Man.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the passion that a lot of these players have.
Of course. So the next one coming up is going to be Arturo Sanchez, a.k.a. Sabin, from New York City. Plays Dalsum. And has played Dalsum forever. Since the 90s.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally since the 90s. Cool facts about you. Wow, he's running the Arc System Works stream, twitch.tv/Arc System Works. Who's your favorite commentator? Lee Chung. Yeah.
Nice.
Good pick.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things about Arturo, though, is you can see that he is running that stream. He hasn't been practicing as much. He does play at NLBC a lot, but obviously he's been putting a lot more effort into the streaming side of things.
Yeah, playing is not as much the focus as before. His opponent will be Ibu Dux from Fremont, California, a Bison player who thinks that Street Fighter Cross Tekken is a good game. I'm with you. But before we get to that, let's take a quick video break. We'll be back in just a little bit.
They say flip the script, then hope you never read it, because it's full of fine print. That means your so-called unlimited plan really isn't. At Simple Mobile, we say, script the flip. Truly unlimited high-speed data, talk, and text with nationwide coverage on a blazing fast 4G LTE network for just $45 a month with no contract. You can keep it complicated, or you can mobile simple with Simple Mobile.
Welcome back to EVO 2017. We are starting off with some Street Fighter V action, and so far, it has been a bloodbath here. There have been upsets all over the place.
Bonchan is in losers. Smug is in losers. Darkchild has been eliminated. That's all we know so far. But yeah, The brackets on Smash.gg, you can find them there. Hopefully they'll be updated at some point so we can see exactly what has gone on. They will be at some point. So go check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been wild so far.
Yeah, and you know what? You can check out a lot of things here at EVO as well. There's a lot of games on the show floor to play, including one Fantasy Strike, which is a game that is being developed by Mr. David Serlin. This is part of his card game IP, the characters from the Fantasy Strike universe. And he's designing this game to be very much a beginner-friendly, but still with the high-level mind games.
Right.
So you can definitely check this out at fig.co/fantasystrike. And they just, I believe they just started a crowdfunding. So you can see right there, you can pledge to get early access and invest in the game.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, we were told that Darkchild was eliminated by Mono, who's in the same pool.
Oh,
so hopefully that is accurate.
Okay. But you can see right there, we've got Team Spooky's Sabin, a.k.a. Arturo Sanchez. And he's going to be going up against Ducks with Bison.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Now, Bison, I mean, he can be a very oppressive character. So there's a lot of potential that he can just get in on Dalsum and just blow him up.
Very volatile match. Dalsum can keep him out reasonably. But if he ever fails in that respect, if Bison gets in like he does now, it can be tough for Dalsum to get away. So much damage. Oh, I don't know. That was safe.
Arturo is actually going in.
Yeah, he'd rather not zone as much. Rather, he feels like he has more control pressuring Bison, which may be accurate. Bison does not have very good defensive options.
Okay.
A lot of advantage. Oh, he went for the old tech.
Going to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The old Herald tech.
Nice.
Wow, okay.
Got some counter with the back medium punch, which reaches really high up.
Got a good hitbox on it. And he waited properly. If he had pressed that earlier, the EX Devil's Reverse, when the punches come out, does have some invincibility. So that was the intention from Ducks. Didn't work out. Okay.
Oh, wow, that reached. I was surprised. I thought that was going to whiff, and Arturo was going to be able to punish in the air.
What a timing from Art. He seems so ready for all of this.
And he goes up and plays up against Hyro at NLBC occasionally, so I'm sure he has familiarity with the match.
Sure.
But also, Arturo, just very strong, fundamental player. He's been so good at fighting games for so long.
He's done such a good job of evading Devil's Reverse. That can be tough for Dalsum if you haven't really put in the work. It's hard to deal with it. But he's done so well. Look at this! Overhead low? Oh, he wanted some trickier stuff than that and didn't even need it.
Arturo Sanchez, of course, is one of those players that if you go back and watch some of those documentary clips from B4 and B5 days,
That is to say, late 90s.
Yes, Arturo Sanchez was there.
Yep.
Talking up his buddy Eddie Lee.
Sure, why not? Eddie was very good.
Eddie Lee, who basically first would be strong East Coast contingent.
Yeah, the defensive style.
Nice anti-air stroke saving. He's been on point with that. Oh no conversion off of that counter hit crouch.
Wow, okay, he expected, I guess. Nice call.
Oh, what a teleport to get away, yeah.
Oh, but the medium kick did work. Ducks, he went in a little bit too hard. Art had the right time.
Oh, mistimed the medium push that time.
Ducks trying to make something happen here. He has the corner. It's a great spot for him. But it looks like he's just overreaching a little bit.
Yeah. Interesting that he went for EX Fireball in that combo, not EX Flame. The Flame would have killed him, but doesn't matter. Sabin takes that round anyway. Now he's at match point.
Ducks has had those times where he's been pretty close, and he's wanted to get closer, and that's not... There's that final little last stretch of mile that's not easy to get through against Dalsum, especially with that down back medium kick now.
But man, the one thing that's key about Dalsum is just knowing what buttons to hit all the time. And Arturo has just been hitting all the right buttons constantly.
Yep.
Although I've noticed that he has been going for that EX Fireball in combos a lot more than the EX Flame.
Yeah, it's an idea to keep the opponent standing so that you can get other stuff instead of having to go for the knockdowns.
Right.
But yeah, wow, great block there.
Yeah, because one of the things that...
Oh, Art was ready! Match point, that's over. That means he moves on.
That was a beautiful reaction right there. Showing that, your reactions have nothing to do with age. Arturo Sanchez moving on, and even a smile right there from Dux. Like, wow, how did he get that? Like, how did he know to do that at that time?
I gotta tell you, it's hard to deal with Devil's Reverse as Dalsum, and I feel like he had a 100% success. Maybe he blocked one.
Yeah, right?
I think he blocked one. Other than that, he had back strong at the right time. He had slide under at the right time.
I saw a stand light punch once.
Stand light punch. He had air EX Gale. He had teleport. He had all these different tools, and he brought them out at all the right times. That is a prepared player right there, Arturo Sanchez Sabin. That is, again, pool number 307, A307.
All right, so shout-outs to him. He is moving on here, doing double duty as a player and as well as streaming the Arc System Works.
That's hard to
from
do.
Their booth, yeah.
When you are coming to an event like EVO, talked about how much of a marathon is, how long it is. You're playing really the whole day, and tomorrow, 2 days really. If you're playing a game like Street Fighter that's spread out a little bit, that's a lot of time. Okay, and you have to be ready for all of it. And, for example, say he makes it out of his pool. Say he finds out who he gets to play against in the next round. Many other people will have time to sort of game plan. They'll go back to their rooms.
Right.
Maybe they have the little console there. Maybe they'll try things out. Oh, the opponent plays this character. Let me make sure I'm okay against this matchup. Maybe investigate a little bit. Watch some videos. That's not something that you can do if you have other obligations he does.
He can't watch the videos. He's going to stream the videos and make sure other people can watch it.
Yeah, he'll be making them instead.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah, it is harder to do, but Art's done it in the past, and very talented and so ready for all of those things.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, I was talking about old school players always get the reputation for having all the fundamentals and whatever like that, and you can get by on that kind of strength. But that match that Arturo had, that was not fundamentals. That was just pure. That was fundamentals plus knowing the matchup, knowing the opponent, having preparation, having the beautiful reactions. He looked on point. Oh, okay. Coming up next, so you can see there on the right side of your screen, that is D44 Boss.
Yes.
A very, very strong player from CVS2, as we mentioned very, very early on.
He's the best. The best CVS2 player.
Pretty much the best. And you know what? He was
in the world, and has been for like, I don't know, half a dozen years.
Right, and he was also one of the best Alpha 3 players. In fact, you remember the Akuma V-skill, V-ism combo, which was the sweep into Demon Flip, throw you off the ground.
Yeah.
He was the one who popularized that combo.
That was in like 1996.
Yeah, he was one of the first people to do that and really popularized it and made everybody try to do that combo as well. It was known as the boss combo for a while.
Man, I really appreciate how fighting games have gotten to this point where there are still the old folks. There are some players, some of the best players in the world right now are in their late 30s or even 40s. Sako's in his 40s. And at the same time, I don't know how old Boss is, probably around that region, late 30s-ish. At the same time, you have people in their teens. Punk is 18 years old. So there's this huge breadth, 20-plus years. And I really appreciate that it's possible to be strong wherever you are on that spectrum. I think that's great. In 20 years, I expect that Sako will be 60 and still playing fighting games. Why not?
With what we saw from Arturo and, and what we always see with Sako, I honestly don't believe that your reactions slow down that much as long as you keep up the practice. I think it's an excuse. It's like a fun thing to say. It's a fun joke to make. But honestly, like,
unless you have some like medical condition that's developed, and it's more likely as you get older. Fine. But that aside, anyway, Boss right now playing the Nakali. SF5 is not his main game, but he does play it, and he's been playing a little bit more. So he's got a character in Nakali with a lot of strengths.
Boss is definitely, though, because this is not his main, because it's not his main game, he is a player that will rely more on fundamentals to win in this game than some of the other players.
Yeah, well, he did a great job of dashing around. For Nakali, it's not really a case of controlling the mid-range with strong far buttons and stuff, but he does have almost everything else.
Right.
And so, there's a nice little walk back and forth, hoping the opponent takes the bait, misses the button, and sure enough, Tristan did. Tristan caught. Okay, maybe now is the time to get things going. He was worried about Dragon Punch. And it had come before, so why not?
Go in there. Oh, whoa. I'm not sure what Boss is going for there.
Mash DP, I'm pretty sure. Even the best do it. Again!
And So not only is he going to lose this round, but he spent a lot of meter.
He could have killed if he had jumped in first. Boy, Tristan with a little brain fart there. You got to hope he doesn't fall apart now.
Oh, no.
One more can do it. One more. Oh, boy. For Tristan, it's bad news. There it is. Okay.
So you could see it. As soon as he got him stunned, Tristan stood there and was like, what combo should I do? Yeah, it kind of got his brain froze up for a second there.
Yeah.
That's something that you got to be careful of. Mental strength is more important in fighting games than anything. And I don't even mean mind games. I just mean mental fortitude, being able to not lose track of what you should be doing at any given time.
A lot of back and forth with the buttons right there. Tristan is trying to make something happen. He wants the space. He has trigger, and he's not activating. I gotta feel like some of those kunais there were supposed to have been that. Boss ends up taking it. Tristan had kunai, and he had trigger. And you know, if you're trying to just do down strong into kunai, oftentimes it's going to be EX kunai. Get a little bit more frame advantage, right? Get a better situation for yourself. But he did regular, and that's typically the start of V-trigger.
Yeah, and
so I don't know if he just wasn't getting the cancel or what.
Well, if I'm not mistaken. So one of Ibuki's most powerful tools is the V-trigger. I don't think we saw the V-trigger that whole entire first game.
Correct. So look, he went back very quickly into this. Nice jump, but I do feel like it might have been beneficial to take a little bit of time and think about things. That said, hey, right now he's doing great.
Right, that jump in right there was very ambiguous on which way to block, left or right on the controller. Because there's a lot of moves that, you know, cross up message here. Oh no, Boss dropped his combo. I would just assume that was going to be a round end. Trying to explain some cross-ups here.
Right, right. Well, now there is, again, kunai and trigger as well. So we'll see what Tristan does. We still have not seen it activated. Here it is finally. What does he get? Great blocks.
But not tricky enough timing on those bomb mix-ups. She has the ability to teleport through you. And so the bomb is going to explode at some point, and if she can teleport so that she's basically just on top of you with her teleport when the bomb explodes and she doesn't know what side you're on, then that's even more dangerous.
All right, takes a little risk there. Here he comes. Into what? Oh, not much.
Yeah, went for the overhead, but Ibuki's overhead, one of the slowest ones because it's safe on block, and you can combo off of it as well, so...
Often used more for a frame trap or stagger than really just the overhead factor of it. Now he has triggered. So does Boss though. And Boss has super. I don't know if he's going to spend it yet. It might do it actually.
Yeah. You know what? He has V-trigger activated. It always does a lot more. And even though moves scale as they go further and further into the combo, critical arts can only scale as low as 50%.
Yeah, they'll always do reasonable damage. And in V-trigger, it does a lot. And Ibuki does not have much life, and that was that. So, you know, you got to feel a little bit for Ibuki there. I feel like there was probably more skill than we saw, just because, you know, there was clearly some brain farts and nerves happening, but good luck to him and losers.
Boss there? Just walked to the edge of the stage and kind of threw his head back like, ho, ho, ho. Boss is a troll. He's
a funny guy.
It's interesting because early on, he was one of the players that came to EVOs very, 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 very early on.
Okay.
So he was here during, I think even during B5, I believe, Boss was here. And there were a lot of times he would come to EVO and stay in America. And he would live in America for a little bit. So he would hang out here. He has definitely picked up a lot of the America attitude.
Oh, yeah. He's been around.
And some choice language from, you know, he's learned the important words, apparently.
Yep.
But I believe that is Dark Jawa that we see there in the blue. And, you know, shout-outs to this guy. You know, the original Street Fighter II was subtitled The World Warrior.
Yeah.
Nobody, I feel like, exudes that, you know, exemplifies that subtitle like Dark Jawa. Or just Jawa now, as he's mostly called.
Yeah.
And, like, even to the point where he knows it, all of his friends know it. He was in a team tournament at an event recently, and their team was named Jawa is Everywhere.
Yeah, he is. If you go to, for example, you can check out rank.shoryuken.com, and you can look at the players there. Just search for their name in the little box up at the top, and you can see how many events he has been to. 28 for Street Fighter V. That's way more than almost anybody. And it's been all over the world. He was at CEO. He was at Saigon. He was in Melbourne. These are different continents, folks. Texas Showdown, Austin, a bunch in North America.
He was in a Europe tournament recently, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
was at Ultimate Fighting Arena.
Yeah.
UFA.
Okay.
Yeah, which was in France. So yeah, he's been across the continents and he has been doing well. He's hasn't won more than just a couple, but he's always one of the players that you have to look at as a threat to make top 8, as a threat to get far.
Building a lot of CPT points.
Oh, yeah.
As well, in particular for the Capcom Pro Tour.
Akuma.
Oh, wow, the in-house speakers just went up.
Yeah, it's impressive here. There's a big old setup, no doubt. So it's Jiwa going to be with Akuma. And we have his opponent who is, I can't really see who that is. I'm not sure if I know him or not, but we'll see when we get to the name.
You can
Manic. Oh, okay, I've heard of
You
Manic.
can barely see his whole face. All right, so Manic now going with the blue. Jiwa, interesting. Like, if you look at that list, I was looking at that page, it was almost all Ken on the rank.shoryuken.com, but he has switched over to Akuma, largely what most people say is the best Shoto in the game.
Yeah.
Of course, Shoto being the category of characters like Ryu, Ken, and Akuma.
Yeah, Fireball, Dragon Punch type thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoops.
the miss, unfortunate
A little
for
bit
him.
slow on
Lucky
the
for
cancel,
Manic,
yeah.
but Manic didn't really get too much there. Okay, now
Yeah.
entrance.
Oh no, the cross-up you saw written on the screen there. When you see the cross-up, that means it's normally a move that is done facing in a direction, but you have to block the opposite direction, and that usually comes from jump attacks. There are some unique situations, like Vega can do a cross-up critical art on your wake up and such, but for the most part, it is certain specific jump attacks that can hit far behind them enough to land as a cross-up.
Manic needs a punish right there. He was trying to control the mid. Oh, this is a big punish opportunity for him too. No! Oh, he gave up so much damage. Not just that, but he gave up the meaty pressure that comes afterward, the mix-ups that come afterward.
The meter build.
The meter build. Oh,
Yeah.
it was a huge moment, and Jiwa got away with it.
Yeah, that is getting away with murder at that point in time.
Well, he's trying to make the opponent die 1,000 deaths. I think only one's going to be necessary right now. Yeah, there it is. You gotta go back to that moment. You gotta think what would have happened if Manic had found that crush counter.
But here's the most important thing, though. Manic, of all people, has to forget that.
Yes, he does. He does.
Because
Yeah.
if he thinks to
Cannot
himself,
dwell.
man, I missed that. Dang it. If only I had hit that, then you will see him suffer this round. Okay, there we go.
Got to establish that he can do it. That's a lot of damage on Akuma. And whenever you get a crush counter, you get more V meter.
All right,
Build
nice
meter
jump.
doing the combo.
Nice jump kunai, to punish the ground fireball from Jiwa. So here we go. Manic looking pretty strong this round. Got a pretty sizable life lead, hasn't really taken any damage.
I like his mid-range game right now, so Jiwa backs off, which is a smart call, because Manic had been throwing up buttons that would have crushed or that would build V-trigger meter. There's a lot of good stuff coming out of Manic. Oh, punishable, but not well.
Well, that time Jiwa did get the whip punish out into the corner with a back
Or
throw.
not.
See, the reason why people back throw sometimes in those situations with the forward throw would be better is because you're scared. You hold back to block and then you throw. It's kind of what we call an option select.
That was nice. Again, I like these roundhouses. I like that spacing. Okay, Jiwa needs to shut it down, and he did right there. Can't punish. He knows it. It's the safe option. Where's he going to go? He jumps. What a smart call.
Yeah, just gets away from that mix-up. But Manic still, just a tiny bit of life left. And there you see, we talked about that overhead, how you use it more as frame traps or throw baits. And there it was. It's interesting, the reason why that walk back and forth, which you'll hear a lot of people during the course of this weekend refer to as a shimmy. That's just a cute term that people use for that. But the throw bait works really well because it's the delay that tricks people into thinking you're trying to throw.
Trying to get away as Manic and successfully done. Oh boy, he tried the anti-air, and I'm kind of surprised that the strong didn't work, but it didn't. Now Joa mixed up away from doing it.
Yeah, just and
Got
he's
the hit.
supposed to stun. Yeah, there it is. So that means the last hit's going to be free.
Well, that worked out well for Joa. Recovered well. It's a match point.
Fight.
But he's done a good job after he saw Manic starting to control the mid-range more. He's done a good job of evading it, either being too far away or kind of being on top of it with Demon Flip, that kind of thing. Anti-airing well, mix up here.
Nice whip punish and goes to the other side. Goes for the
Where's it
left-right
gonna be?
mix-up.
Front!
Stays in the front.
So hard to know where she's going to be. Oh, the jab? What? What an option at that moment.
It worked, and he's out of there. Oh, what a punishment. That didn't knock him down.
All right, here's Dua.
He got knocked down.
It's weird damage. You'll notice he gave up a lot of V meter time in doing those fireballs and dragon punches there, but still enough time for more. These have not been successful yet.
Oh, use the invincibility on the uppercut to go through the bomb explosion. And then Manic went for the EX uppercut. Joa caught, well, so there, remember I talked about the option select earlier of back throws, right? So let's say Joa went for that back throw there. He might have hit back and then throw. Because he hit back first, he would end up blocking the uppercut. So, and if he had an uppercut, then he might have gone for a throw. So that's why you'll see people, you know, go for the back throw in situations where even forward throwing them into the corner would be more beneficial to them.
Well, tough for Manic because he did kind of give up a couple of those rounds, unfortunately. So he's going to be carrying that around with him. But yeah, other than that, nice job by Jiwa, who recognized when Manic was starting to control the mid-range better. He dealt with it by backing off, whiff punishing a couple of times, and then jumping in, big option, demon flipping around instead. He kind of was playing that spot in the middle while it was working, but when it did not anymore, okay, he got other options. Do those instead. So that's a player who is ready for what the opponent can bring out and adapts quickly. Right. So, you know, Jiwa is a strong player. See how far he gets. The pools, I think, are probably mostly coming to a close for this set.
For the session, yeah. But just
you know,
want to remind you guys that there's so many streams here. You're watching right now twitch.tv/EVO. There's EVO 2, there's EVO 3, there's EVO 4, and most importantly, I feel like, is EVO 5, actually. And don't forget, there's also /Tekken, /Capcom Fighters, and /NetherRealms. And so a lot of games going on in those streams as well. But the EVO 5, the reason why I mentioned that one is because they're trying a new thing this year, and I think it's really, really cool. Yeah. They're doing a show called The Jump Off, which they're going to be streaming this entire weekend except during top 8s. And it's going to be hosted by Sajam and like Ringe and Prague. And what they're going to be doing is talking about fighting games and teaching you how to watch fighting games and just, you know,
jumping into exciting moments.
Yes, and going to replays, showing some things that maybe didn't get on stream.
Yeah. Have you ever watched NFL Red Zone, right? They'll like go to a game when somebody is about to score. Things like it's hard to get that kind of a moment in fighting games, but they do try to do that while at the same time, as you said, explaining things, taking time. Very, very cool idea.
Yeah, they said that like if you are a Smash player, hopefully by watching that, you will be ready to watch Top 8 Tekken. You know, like they want to educate everybody on all the different games, and they've got a great set of people on there, especially guys like Sajam and Ringe, who are experts at so many different games.
Yeah,
you know?
Speaking of different games, we can go back to the schedule, just show you what's coming up. I believe that Melee is coming up
next that
here,
is correct.
But then we'll let you look at what else is going on. 2 hours after that, we're doing military time, eh? This is all Pacific time, by the way. Tekken, Smash 4, Guilty Gear, and wrapping it up for the day with King of Fighters 14 Finals, the top 8. I'm excited for that. I'm sure everybody's gonna be excited for that. That's gonna be a real fun one.
I'm excited though.
It's the only top 8 of the day today, so hopefully it has a big spotlight. Hopefully people check it out.
Yeah, that's right. And there's going to be 3 top 8s tomorrow on Saturday, and then of course the last 5 games on Sunday. I know a lot of people want that Sunday spotlight, but let me tell you, I actually really like the Friday and Saturday finals that take place on the ground floor here because
so tomorrow will be Guilty Gear, Injustice, and Melee to wrap it up. And then on Sunday will be Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Blaze Blue, Tekken, Smash 4, and then Street Fighter 5 to round off the day.
And shout outs again to Smash 4, which will be broadcast on the Disney XP channel, which is getting rebranded into a new channel title. And then Street Fighter 5 will also be broadcast on ESPN2.
Correct. So for us right now, that's going to be it. We're going to take a break. Melee will be on next. Stick around for that and/or tune in to all the other things we have going on at Evolution 2017. Thanks for watching.